All right, welcome back, Wolfpack. We are going to get into the offer hierarchy, okay? This is the order of offers that you're going to make on literally every lead and every property that you come in contact with, because with these 5 offers, effectively, you are giving yourself 5 shots, right? It's kind of like if you're playing basketball and the score's tied to 50-50, and it's the final shot of the game. In fact, I remember I actually have a video. I probably shouldn't say this, but I have a highlight tape that isn't really actually a highlight tape for basketball, but it ends with me missing the game-winning shot. I literally missed the game-winning shot, and it was my only shot, a shot that I had made in practice on our home court so many times. It was a half-court shot, and I literally remember making that shot over and over and over and over before throughout all my years of playing basketball at the school. And I just remember, I was like, when I went to take the shot, I knew that I had the shot, that I was gonna make the shot, and with all the confidence in the world, it literally rimmed off. If you ever wanna see the video someday, I'll show it to you. It's a little sad, but I'll show it to you. And I remember thinking to myself, I was like, man, if I had one more shot, if I just had one more shot, I think I can make it. I know I can make it. And that's the confidence, okay? I want to tell you guys, that's the confidence of knowing you've got another shot. So instead of having just a wholesale offer that you can make, you've got 4 other offers literally that you can make to get the deal done, to put a deal together. So I'm gonna run through these really quick, and in the next videos, I'm gonna break them down one by one. Each offer that you can make, I'm gonna break it down, okay? So I got 2 minutes, I wanna take 2 minutes, all right? I don't want this to be long, I just wanna break these down, what they mean, and how you're effectively going to know which one to use. So wholesale offer. You're gonna use a wholesale offer. You're gonna make a wholesale or cash offer if they have equity, okay? And if they're motivated. If they don't have equity and they're not motivated, it's probably not gonna be a fit for a cash wholesale offer. Reason being is they don't have any motivation to give you, they don't have any reason to let the property go for 50 cents on the dollar, right? So that's the reason why you do a wholesale cash offer. Now keep in mind, you always want to run the numbers for a wholesale cash offer, all right? So number 2, a sandwich lease option deal. The only reason you would do a sandwich lease option deal is A, if they would be comfortable still renting their property, and B, if they are if they're willing to work with you, right? So you can't really do a sandwich lease option deal if they need to sell their property now, if they're highly motivated, if they need to move to another state and they don't want to keep it as a rental property. So high motivation is not going to allow you to do a sandwich lease option deal. All right, so again, you guys, you can only make a sandwich lease option offer if they don't have a time motivation, meaning they can keep the property in their name for the next 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 years, right? If they can't, you can't do a sandwich lease option. Same thing for a wholesale lease option. Now, a wholesale lease option is where you're going to get the property under a lease option agreement, but you're going to assign your position in the agreement to what we call a tenant buyer, and then you're out of the deal, right? But they still need to have 3, 4, 5 years to give to the tenant that you find, okay? All right, so let's say they have motivation. Let's say they have motivation, they don't have time, and they have a ton of equity, but their motivation isn't like financial distress. They're not just gonna give up their property for 50 cents on the dollar. So what we do is we do a net listing, or what's called a straight option. And this is where you put the property under contract for as low as you can with the seller, and then you list it on the market on the MLS for $5, $10, $15, $20,000 higher, without necessarily running or doing it off of wholesale numbers. And the last, my absolute favorite one, you guys, partnering with the seller. That's only for our coaching students, and if you're in the coaching program, check out the video.